My child, give me a moment. Just stay with me for a minute. You will not be sorry for stopping. Do not leave right now. I want you to stay still right now because you have missed so many of these moments because I need you to listen. I'm getting inside your head. I need you to take a moment to let your heart and soul rest. Not because I want your attention, but because I need it. This question comes up because the thing you've been praying for is right in front of you. You're not as far away as you think. You will miss what I put in your way if you keep rushing or looking somewhere else. Give me 1 minute. It's not much of your day. Feel good about being here and now and take a deep breath. Let go of what the world has on you so you can see that I am here. I've seen you run right by me a lot of times. When I reached out to touch your heart, you said you'd talk to me later. I know that you pushed me to the side when life got too loud and heavy. You told yourself you'd pay attention one day, but you never did. But things are different now. You can feel it. You're opening up and becoming quiet. You know I'm not far away. I can reach out and grab you right now. There's no chance in this. This is me crossing your path because you got lost and I need to find you before you lose something important. It's too loud where you are these days. You're so scared that you can't even hear your own breathing. You have been running on empty while the world pulls at you. It's not just that you're tired. Your soul is worn out. You have been pulling weights that you were never meant to carry by yourself. You've been having a hard time in the dark and pretending everything is fine, but the stress is really hurting you. You missed my voice because of the noise. You didn't get the markers I gave you. I'm sure it's not because you didn't care. It's because you were heavy. I saw that you were very tired because your steps were so heavy. I saw all the feelings you hid so that other people wouldn't worry. That's why I'm here now. That's why you can really feel me. I know this because you've been asking me about deep secret things. You asked those things in a whisper while you were crying. They got through to me even though you didn't think they were good enough. I have all of them. Those requests have been on my mind and I have answers ready for you in ways you can't even imagine. Think back to the time when Moses didn't feel like he could speak or lead. I was his strength back then and I am your strength now. Something you've asked for is now coming into your life. You need to be awake to see it. You need to be here to get it. Pay attention so you can keep what I'm giving you safe. You will miss the answer you have been begging for if you keep going too fast. Let me hold you up. Please allow me to silence the noise in your mind for a moment. People like this have scared you away because they don't want to feel too much. It was too painful for you to deal with and you didn't believe that good things could happen to you. You ran because it was safer than being let down. To seal this truth, say, I am your safe place when life is hard. I looked for you all the time. I kept getting close. I never stopped trying to get in touch. I love you even though you put up walls and kept quiet. You want peace, but there's too much noise to notice when it comes. Things that don't matter are making it hard for you to find a way forward. You tried to stop moving while looking for me, but you forgot how. I came into your day. Then I talked to you. You won't be sorry you listened. You've been looking for these words for a long time. This is the exact moment I planned for you because your soul is finally ready. You're ready to take what I've been preparing for you. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. I know you might not understand everything yet, but trust me, it's important. Give me your breath and heart. Prepare. Just wait one more second. Stay here until I give you something that will make you go in a different direction. I'm sorry to bother you, my love. The reason I reached for your heart was to get your attention. You had to feel a pull that you couldn't ignore. You got this message just as your mind was beginning to wander again. You've held on to too much for too long. You have a heavy load on your soul that you haven't even told yourself about yet. You carry a weight all day that won't go away even when you try to sleep. You push it down just to stay alive. You hide it with a smile in your work. You avoid it by being busy. Being around other people fills you up. But when you're by yourself, you feel empty. Your mind is worn out. What are you doing? Your heart is breaking while you try to keep your world from breaking. I haven't heard from you in a while. It's not that you don't want or care about me. There's a lot going on in your life and your soul is getting lost in all the noise. My dear, you have been drifting and you haven't even known it. Drift doesn't begin with a bang. It moves slowly and quietly. Little steps are taken at a time. It happens when you don't pay attention to a feeling or a moment. You weren't trying to get away. Your only goal was to get by. You didn't stay put because you were tired. Too many blows hurt your heart. In a dry and worn-out land, David felt like his soul was thirsty. Remember that story. It was your hope that someone would notice how much weight you have. It became normal for you to be quiet. I saw it though. I saw your hope go away. I saw that the things that made you feel alive were leaving you. I saw you losing your mind. I had to reach out and grab you before you went into that cold place. It's not safe for you to carry things by yourself. You should have my hand. You worked so hard, my child, not to be a burden on other people. You told yourself that you were strong enough to handle everything by yourself. You walked even though you thought you were going to trip and fall. It helped you get through the pain to act like it wasn't there. You kept quiet while carrying the heavy load of loss. You faked that the lonely times didn't hurt to get through them. You locked your heart tight because you were afraid of falling apart. But that also meant happiness couldn't get in. You hurt yourself and you never gave me a chance to fix it because you never took a break. Your spirit is tired. Think about how Elijah told me he had enough when he sat down under the tree. The weight of his work was too much for him. There were so many things you had to do that you forgot how it felt to breathe freely. You pushed your feelings aside to keep going. You didn't do what you needed to do just to stay on track. You kept yourself busy to avoid dealing with the chest pain. You didn't stop moving while you broke up. You told yourself you were okay, but you were really drifting away from me and couldn't hear my voice. I wasn't being pushed away. The only thing you knew how to do was protect your heart. I saw how hard you worked to keep your life together. I understand why you were quiet. I understand why you locked the doors. I understand why you stopped hoping things would get better. I understand why you told yourself not to trust or hope so you wouldn't get hurt again. You believed that being numb would make the pain go away. But being numb was keeping you from seeing the good things I'm bringing you. You had to stop, kid. That's why I can hear myself so well now. This moment is planned. You were about to enter a silence that would have blocked out the answer you had been praying for. You were so tired that you would have missed the door I opened for you. Right when you were trying to stay alive, the path you need shows up. I had to step in because I saw how close the gift was. I had to get into your day in a way that made you feel something. I had to stop you. I had to pull your heart back from being too tired to beat. You almost missed something that was marked with your name. Think back to the time I called Moses to lead. I got things ready for you before you even knew you needed them. You'll get back parts of yourself that you thought were gone for good. I saw that your heart was getting too tired to handle what was coming. Before you lost all your strength, I stepped in. I stepped in because you've been telling everyone you're fine while you've been on empty. I won't let fear or tiredness make me lose you. Please understand this, my love. I chose this exact time for you. Not an hour ago, but now. This moment was picked just for you. This is the end of your whole life. Every terrible night, every tear you shed, every prayer you thought I wasn't hearing, every dark whisper you said, and every time you felt alone or seen, it all led to this breath and this pause. Every time you thought your life was stuck, this isn't a mistake. This was set up because your heart needed it. Your spirit was looking for something, even though your mind was all over the place. So I brought you here. I set this minute because the pain and noise have been too much for you. That was all it took for you to fall deeper into the dark. When good things come into your life, you need to be awake inside. That's why I set this minute. Please take a deep breath. I want you to feel again. Please walk with me again. Say that this is true for you. Write this down in your heart. I set up this time because I need you to be ready to hear what I have to say. Please get close, my child. This message is for the deep parts of you that you have kept hidden. Let's talk about your pain. Because you were scared, you buried it and made it look small. You didn't say a word because you didn't want anyone to see. I saw you try to keep your life together even though your hands were shaking. I could tell the weight was on your chest because you pretended to be strong and say you were fine in ways you still have trouble with. I saw how your heart broke and tore you apart. Think back to the story of David when he felt overloaded and his heart was heavy. I saw when people you loved and trusted turned their backs on you. And I saw how it hurt you when you let your soul out and it wasn't taken care of. There was still pain inside you as you tried to move on. No matter how bad things were, you kept smiling. You keep telling yourself that it's over, but the pain is still there. You refuse to remember things and dream about new things because you don't want to feel that pain again. You put up walls because you don't want to be broken. I saw every moment, my dear one. I saw you break down. You thought no one would notice that I was holding you. I could see your tears coming before they did. I saw how tired you looked. This kind of tiredness can't be fixed by sleep. It's in your heart and bones. It's getting old to be the strong one for everyone else. While you look for a place to rest, you've been giving to other people when your heart is empty. While you wanted to be held up yourself, you were holding other people up. I could tell you were feeling heavy. I saw that you kept going even though you felt too weak to do so. I saw how upset you were when you had a lot of hope. I saw the doors that shut. Remember the story of Paul when he ran into problems and things didn't go as planned. I saw when people didn't show up for you or promised they would. I watched as chances that could have been yours were taken away. I never turned away from your pain or thought less of your hopes. I felt your sadness when I heard those news. I saw how lonely you were. It's hard to feel alone even when there are a lot of other people around. It tells you that no one really knows who you are and that you are unknown. I was there with you when you felt alone at night and when you didn't feel close to the people who were right next to you. My dear, you wanted someone to know how you felt without you having to say a word. You were looking for peace and love that wouldn't hurt you more. I was there with my eyes on you when you thought you couldn't see me. I saw the fear you felt, my beloved. You didn't know what was going to happen next, and you were afraid that the past would hurt you again. You thought you might be too much or not enough for some people. You started to doubt your worth and try to shrink to avoid being rejected because you were afraid. You took less than you deserved. When you tried to sleep, it kept you up and your mind did crazy things. You were never by yourself, though. I was there for you the whole time. It looked like you were lost when life got fuzzy and nothing made sense. You didn't know why things were taken or why there was nothing but silence. You asked me what was wrong and if I had turned away. You felt like you had no idea where you were going and were lost in the dark. Remember the story of Moses when it looked like there was no way out and the path ahead was blocked. I always knew where you were. Even when you felt like you were lost, I saw the times when you didn't feel anything. You weren't happy or sad. You were just empty. You pulled away because it hurt too much to feel anything. No, my dear. You were not ruined. It was the only thing you knew how to do to get through the day. I didn't think less of you because you have scars. Even though you couldn't feel me, I stayed close to help you. If you truly believe this to be true, say amen and praise God. I saw you act like everything was fine the whole time. I saw the fake laughs and smiles you put on to hide how much it hurt. You're very good at making yourself look strong so that other people don't see the damage inside. You didn't let yourself fall apart while you were. You told them you were fine because you didn't want to be a burden or worry about what they would think of you. I was there every time you tried to hide your emotions and hold back a sob. When everyone else was quiet, I saw you crying. I saw you hide your face in your pillow to block out the sound of your cries. I saw the nights when you cried until you were empty. A lot of the time you cried without even knowing why. The sadness just came over you. It seemed like you had to carry all of your problems by yourself. The weight of everything you kept inside made your chest feel tight. I saw every tear. They were all remembered and not missed. If you felt like someone had missed you or if someone didn't show up for you, I saw how hurt you were. I saw times when they didn't check in or see how hard things were for you. As you looked around, you felt alone. You weren't sure if anyone cared or if it would even matter that you weren't there. You didn't understand why help was coming to other people, but not you. Many people have left you, but I never left you, my dear. I knew everything that you went through. There wasn't a single tear, sharp pain, or quiet night. I could see every shaky breath you took to stay alive. When you were sick, I took care of your mind. I kept your heart safe when things were bad. I was always with you, even when you thought I was quiet or not there. When you were in pain, I felt closer to you than when you were happy. I never ever left you. There I was right there with you when you were shaking from your own thoughts. I stood with you in the middle of the heartbreak. I was so tired that I gave you strength you didn't know you had. I was there to pick up the pieces of your hope when they fell apart. It was lonely and I was speaking love into the void. I was scared and held your heart. I was in the mess guiding your steps even though the path wasn't clear. I was there for you every time you thought I had forgotten about you. I want to talk to the parts of you that you hide from other people. My beloved child, I want to talk about the wants and cries you keep hidden. You put your fears and dreams away because you couldn't handle another loss. But I see them. I'd like to talk about things that only I know. I care about those hidden places. Everything you didn't say or feel that you thought was small touched my heart. I heard the things you were embarrassed to say. I knew about your fears, but you kept them to yourself so as not to worry other people or look weak. Deep down, I could hear the questions about whether you are good enough or if you will fail again. No, you didn't say these things out loud. You just thought them as you tried to stay calm. Even though you tried to be brave, you couldn't calm the storms inside you by yourself. I felt those fears. You thought no one would notice how much energy it took you just to start the day. My child, I was standing there. I was there for you when you woke up feeling empty and when the memories made you feel like lead. I was there when you had to force yourself to get up even though you wanted to hide under the covers. I touched your spirit and gave you the strength to keep going. In those days, I held you together so that you could get through them. You don't even know it. It tried to take you, but I stood between us, so it couldn't. You thought you were carrying yourself, but I was actually lifting you. I have been watching over you all day and all night. I gave you strength when you didn't have any left. I kept you calm when your mind was crazy. I kept you warm when being by yourself was too cold. I kept you safe from the dark. When things in life got too much to handle, I was the one who held you up. I never turned away from your pain. It drew us together. Your quiet fights move me. I'm not scared of your fear. It makes me want to protect you. It doesn't bother me when you feel numb. Think back to the story of David who was scared and ran away to a dark place. I was with him then, and I'm with you now. I'm not scared by your questions and I'm not going to leave because you're tired. You're never a bother to me. Every tear and every wound brought me closer to you. I saw you cry in the dark when you thought the room would be quiet enough to hide your sadness. You stayed in your room because you didn't want anyone to see how bad your damage was. I saw you quickly wipe your eyes so you wouldn't have to talk about it. I saw you break down in the places you thought were safe. I saw you put your hand on your chest because the sadness hit you hard. I think you asked if anyone cared about you. I saw you shake. I felt bad during all of those times. I never meant for you to have to carry that load by yourself. I heard your pain when no one else did. When other people didn't see your heartbreak, I did. I was watching you when you felt like you didn't exist. I held you when you felt like you didn't belong. I called your name when you felt like you were forgotten. You have fought the feeling that your life is stuck, my dear. You saw other people succeed and wondered why things weren't going your way. You asked why paths died off and people you depended on left you. You asked me why good things went away after we talked about them. It was like you were lost in a thick fog with no way to get back. But these breaks and endings were not meant to hurt you. They were how I made sure you were safe. Tell me how grateful you are that I held your hand. If you feel like I'm with you, sign this and let other people know how much I care. I'm here to tell you the truth that hasn't been said yet, my child. You might not have seen this coming. My goal is not a small one. I'm going to tell you something very important that will completely change the way you see things. My child, stay with me. Do not leave this talk. If you don't leave now, you might stay in doubt, which is exactly where the enemy wants you to stay. That is not okay with me. These details need to be made clear right now, not later, or when more problems come up. You need to find out what has been kept from you all your life. Take deep breaths and stay in the present. The advice I give you can completely change your path. This information also needs to get to people who have lost hope. Please keep listening, my beloved, because what I'm about to say comes straight from me. Your progress seems slowed down for a long time because of the years or because of certain people you met. But what you were never told was that your path was often blocked by negativity that looked like helpful advice. My beloved, today I reveal what has been hidden. Someone you care about and quietly admire is angry at you. Yes, you have done nothing wrong. This is just because your natural light bothers people who live in their own darkness. When I'm around, no secret plan can work. Know this even as you do your job, help others plan ahead and carry heavy loads in silence. We see and appreciate your work. I saw you set aside your own wants for the sake of peace. Every single time I was there, every time you gave me something without asking for it. What other people didn't see, I will make clear to everyone. People who missed you will now see you. Those who laughed in your face will see, because I will make you more important than many others. This isn't to boost your own pride. It's so that my character can be honored by the way you live your life. I remember the nights you were by yourself, my child, when you couldn't fall asleep and wondered if there was a way to move forward or if going on had any meaning. You went through things that would have broken other people, but you stayed strong. However, something was kept from you. Your strength comes from more than just your own inner strength. This is my grace given to you when you were feeling the most alone. You could stand up even when you didn't have any more strength. That same grace is now clear. Pay attention. Your past problems will help you move forward. Your private problems will become clear proof of what I'm doing. I have always had a steady hand holding me back. Now is the time to understand. Everything that was kept secret will be shown, and the people who tried to hurt you will be found. This isn't to get back at someone, but so that everyone can be fair and honest. Even when it seemed like none of your requests were being met, I collected them all and held them in high regard. Now I answer, not always the way you want, but always the way you need. You will see an improvement that no one could have imagined. A good outcome that no one saw coming. Because when I decide to step in, neither human logic nor human solutions can fully explain it. Some ideas were kept secret because not many people were ready to accept them. But now, my beloved child, you are ready and I am here to share them with you. The problems in your home were not an accident. The other side knew that if you kept your mind on me, I would give you something important. So, they tried to distract you. He meant to upset your peace, make you fight and turn family members against each other. But I stepped in to bring agreement where there was disagreement. I bring comfort where there is stress. I watch over every home and what seemed broken will grow again. I'm still at your house. You didn't have to carry all of that weight by yourself. Even when you felt like it was too much, it was mine and I still carry it. Do not forget this, my child. Some individuals were let go so that you would not have to emotionally depend on those who were not following their true calling. Some goodbyes were hidden freedoms, and I let them happen to protect your future path. I'm now bringing new friends to your side. There are people who will respect your spirit, walk with you, and pray with you. Get ready, my child. You'll be happy again. Give your trust again, and you will receive love. Because I'm bringing back something that wasn't clear. Please stay with me, my dear. Do not leave now. There are still more truths to be told, and you need to hear them all. I will still tell you about understandings that can completely change the way your life goes. This isn't just about feelings. It's also about clear direction. It's not just comfort. It is a deep call. People who really listen to me will never get lost in the dark again. Tell someone who you think needs to hear these words. Don't keep them to yourself. Everything has changed because I'm here. I know about the quiet struggles you go through that no one else sees. But I promise you without a doubt that you are not lost. Every hard thing that has happened to you has been there to prepare you. Not break your spirit, but lead you right to where you belong. So my beloved, pay close attention. I have clear goals for you, my child. People may spread rumors and try to get in the way of your journey, but they will fail. People who say bad things about you behind your back to hurt your reputation will not get what they want. For I look out for your reputation. I back up every step you take. What happens on your path, not arguments or reasons, will show you what your path really is. My divine plan happens at the perfect time for it. My child, you have helped others even when it was hard on you. And most of the time, no one noticed. Just being there with you has calmed places that were upset, even ones that made you sad. You've opened your heart to people who didn't do much in return. Know this, my beloved. I know about every kind act, every kept promise and every secret effort. I pay close attention to each one. I will make what you have offered in secret clear for everyone to see. People will remember it. There are times, my dear, when life asks of you more than you feel like you can give. The things that weigh you down, the health problems you're having, the dreams you haven't come true, and the holes inside you. Still, you look forward to each day. This quiet persistence from a deep inner power that most people may not understand, but I do. I call it faith. You kept going even when things weren't clear and fear was close by. Now, I'm going to validate you because people who come to me when they're confused always find that their needs are met. What I've saved for you can't be taken away by anything in the world. You couldn't get to some routes, not because they didn't want to, but because they were hiding dangers you couldn't see. I closed off some opportunities, not to cause trouble, but to keep you safe. Because you are worth a lot more than you think. The path I have planned for you, my beloved, needs thoughtful company and certain settings. Your unique calling calls for clear boundaries, not isolation, but good judgment in the people you let close. The people who are with you now must have the same inner perception. You're not flawed because you're tired. This marks the end of one period and the start of a new one. It means that your spirit is about to grow when you feel heavy inside. This change is being led by me. Don't hold on to things that are going away. Do not try to bring back to life something that I have already ended. Have faith, my child, because what's coming will be better than anything you've ever experienced. It will amaze, relax, and grow you. Take a deep breath because your most important days are still to come. You may have noticed, my child, that just as you're getting ready to move on, your mind always goes somewhere else. It's not a coincidence. It's meant to be a distraction. This is why small disagreements happen, painful memories come back, or disturbing news comes out. Today, though, I offer you a fresh start, a clear understanding of your true goal, and the power to ignore anything that doesn't come from me. Watch out because your power is where your attention is focused. What you say today should give you a lot of energy because everything you gain now is building a whole new future. My beloved, there are times when taking care of everyone else feels like too much work and it seems like your own needs are always being ignored. But today, I want you to be deeply still in a peace that doesn't depend on breaks, travel, or other people. It's a place for your inner self to rest. Because people who find comfort in me are never left alone when life gets hard. This change will be clear to you because I bring order to chaos. Fix what's broken and finish what's unfinished. Those who didn't believe in your progress didn't understand that I use time to make you better, not to hurt you. Every cessation is meant to do something. And I always stick to my plans. I'm shaping and getting ready your perception so that when my promise shows up, you won't miss it because you're not ready. I do not move quickly. I act with clear intentions. And now that your inner self is in line with what I want, I let go of what was holding you back. It will move forward, become real, and overflow. Keep this connection with me going, not just to listen, but to be changed. Do not let the revelations happen. I teach you today, my child, to slow down in the busy days to come. Connect your trust with unwavering resolve because even deeper insights are on the way. You've already gotten some great insights. But I'm about to show you even more important truths. Check this out. I'm not going to back down. And people who stand firm get lasting benefits. Do you know how it feels to be wrongly judged? That your inner battles don't show. That your most important questions aren't answered. Not only do I understand, I also answer. Not always with audible words, sometimes with peace in the midst of chaos, an unexpected link, or help at the very last second. What seems impossible will not seem important when compared to what I have planned for you. At this point, I want you to be honest with me and give me what is too much for you to handle. While you try to get everything done on your own, I'm waiting for you to call me to step in. The time for me to step in is today. And when I do, things change. Things that seemed out of reach start to come together and peace returns to your heart. You might think that your path has become less clear, that times have ended and that chances have gone away. But I promise you, my child, that my promise will last as long as life does. Time past events or predictions made by people don't limit me. The worry you feel is not a sign of weakness. The feeling is just a sign that you are moving past what you have become used to. And every time you choose to move forward, even if you're not sure, you make my intentions come true. I also respect people who move forward in faith. As this awakening grows inside, you know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Today, I strengthen your inner self, not with fleeting feelings, but with deep, unwavering faith. Some things from your formative years are still inside you. Sayings that were harsh and unfair tried to define who you were, lower your worth, and limit your future prospects. But now, my child, I take you away from them. The only thing that really describes you is something I said to you, my child. It's not by chance that you're here. My loved one, this message is meant to answer the deepest questions in your heart. Now is the time to figure out why things keep happening, why people keep being the same, and why patterns that seem to go on forever keep happening. Right now, I'm here to help you understand. It's done and nothing can stop it. Now, this is why some people are scared. Please do not bother. I see what you see as loss as freedom. I'm setting up your path so that the next thing you do will lead you right to the one I've planned. Right now is the right time to be still inside and give things some careful thought. Do not let everyone know everything. Watch out for what you're about to do, my child. For some watch with the goal of getting in the way of my preparations. Your progress will be quick, so keep a close eye on things. It's okay if you talk to me while I work. While you wait, I'll get ready. As these words help you understand better, my beloved, let this truth sink deep into your heart. Do not think about any idea that is different from what I have already said about you. You had started to think that fresh starts were out of reach, that some parts of your life were set in stone by hardship. But I tell you, my child, a new chapter is beginning, even if you can't see it yet. You don't have to understand exactly what's happening. All you have to do is believe that it has already started. It's up to you to keep going. Bring good things that you didn't expect as you go. Have you noticed that challenges get tougher just as you want to connect with me more? This is not a coincidence, my dear. It's a direct response to your search for the truth. Things around you get more chaotic as you get closer to deeper insight. But I tell you, don't pull away. Please don't stop moving forward. These problems are just warning signs that something big is about to happen. Those who keep going will get what's due to them. Those who don't give up will see my hand at work. You were made to do this, to keep going and to stand by my truth. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Gone," heaven will open over you. On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word by heading to the site. Right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.